Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Floyd Humphreys at floydhumphreys.com, and today I just want to talk a little bit about, or to people that are looking to get off the grid. And there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, you've probably been watching the news and you know that there's a lot of shit out there waiting to hit the fan. And you probably know that Klaus Schwab said, with the World Economic Forum, said, you'll own nothing and be happy. And it's already going that way. I mean, you got people that are living in apartments, they don't own nothing, and they're paying everything they make, and they don't have a damn thing to show for it. They're just renting some damn box somewhere. But people are getting away from owning. People don't even own their music anymore. Ask people if they got a CD collection or a vinyl album collection or something, and they'll say, "Oh no, I just use Spotify." And so, you know, or Apple or something like that. They don't even own their own music. You know, if you don't even own your own music, I mean, that's a pretty sad thing. You know, so, but you can, but you got to get out of the city. And the city is where the trouble is anyway. I mean, the gangs control the cities now, and you know, as soon as the illegal aliens don't have free money anymore, they're going to start rioting and killing and stealing and stuff. And so even, you know, the gangs that are citizens that live here, if they want something, they just knock on your door, and they just kill whoever answers the door, and then they walk in and shoot whoever they see and take whatever they want. And if they don't find what they want, they go to the next house, which is only 20 feet away. And so that's life in the city. But even if you don't have to deal with any of that, you get in your car and it takes you 30 minutes to go a half a mile. Traffic and red lights and all that kind of crap. So, you know, if that's the kind of life you like, well, I guess that's why people live in the city. 7-Eleven on every corner and public transportation so that all the people that don't have cars can go wherever they want. But if you get away from all that, then there's a lot more freedom. And of course you have to have your own car, and you probably want to own your own music, although you still don't have to. You can still, you know, download it. You know, there's internet even in the desert. But the thing is you got freedom, and you can, you know, you can walk around and you're not always being surveilled, and you know, your neighbor's house is far enough away that, you know, they can't hear you if you want to play your music loud or whatever. So, you know, you can do whatever you want. And then, of course, you know, there's wildlife, fishing and stuff like that, you know. Fishing in the cities, you know, you get whatever the Fish and Game planted last week. You know, you're lucky if you catch a fish that's 8 inches long or 10, you know, because as fast as the Fish and Game plants them, somebody catches them. But when you come out in the wilderness, you know, most of your fish are going to be 18 inches long or better. You know, I mean, that's just, you know, say average would be 18 inches. So, you know, because they've had a chance to live before somebody caught them. And, you know, now, you know, the deer and the elk, even the moose occasionally will come by right here. But in another month, there'll be 100 deer right here. And so getting down to the highway, when I had to go meet the school bus, sometimes I'd have to stop for deer twice, you know, just going down to the bus stop. So, you know, you're out a little bit more remote, but you don't have to worry about, you know, your neighbors so much, and you don't have to, you know, worry about privacy so much. And of course, you know, you get away from the utility, the perpetual debt. So, electricity, I have solar panels, and I sell solar panels. So, you know, I can save you thousands of dollars, you know, if you know, you move out here. But anyway, and I've even got a video I shot the other day about land that's for sale out here. You can look for that on my channel. But if you have solar, you know, you can have a solar system for as cheap as $1,000, and it won't run everything, but it'll run a microwave, you know, when the sun's shining. And if you have batteries, you can run all night, you know. So the systems are modular, so you know, you can add solar panels or batteries or whatever anytime you want. So, you know, your system can be as small or as large as you want. You know, I can run compressors or welders or whatever I want. But anyway, you know, and most of the people out here have their own well, but the ones that don't, there's different water stations where you can go and you can get up to 8,000 gallons a month for $45. And so people have big water tanks either in the back of their truck or on a trailer or something, and you know, they go get 1,000 gallons or say 500 at a time or something. And then you know, they just use that water. And so if you know, amortize that out, it's probably cheaper than a water bill in the city, you know. I mean, if he was using 8,000 gallons, you know, for $45, but you wouldn't have to go get 8,000 gallons every month, you know. Most people don't use 8,000 gallons a month. Might in the summertime when you're, you know, depending if you got a greenhouse or a garden or something. But anyway, you know, there's a lake right down there, and so, you know, there's places where it's heavily wooded, and there's places where it's not heavily wooded. There's places where there's no trees at all, but, you know, you just, you pick the spot you want, and then when you get off grid, you know, you'll find that most of your neighbors, which we're not going to be living right on top of you. I mean, you know, there are subdivisions where, you know, there's, you know, a couple hundred people that are living, you know, pretty close to one another, like, you know, in 5 or 10 acre packages or something like that. But, you know, typically your closest neighbor might be a mile or two away or even more. I mean, you can pick how close you want your neighbors to be, but you will find that wherever your neighbors are, whether they're close or far, people out in the country are different than people in the city, you know, and so they're eager to help, and you know, they're not trying to steal from you all the time like they are in the city, you know. So, you know, last time when I lived in the city, before I moved up here, there was a bunch of illegal aliens across the street, and pretty soon my garden hose was missing, and then my sprinkler was missing, and then my shovel was missing. You know, my backyard was their, you know, free Walmart, you know. It's not like that out here. So, you know, and you'll find that most of the people out here are Second Amendment friendly, you know. So you don't have to worry about that. And anyway, I just, you know, now is probably the time. You still got time. And Trump being president, you probably got a little more time to get your shit together if you're not ready right now, because, you know, things will be good for a while. But eventually the shit will hit the fan. I mean, there's no getting around the national debt that can't be paid off, and you know, there's not, you know, you'd have to fire probably 8 out of 10 people in the government, state and federal, and if you want to get away from socialism, and that's probably not going to happen. So, you know, the city's just not safe, you know, and so, you know, you want to raise your kids, you know, where they'll at least at a minimum be alive. You know, you can't guarantee that in the city. So anyway, you know, it's more family friendly, and so anyway, I've got some other videos, and if you got anything out of this, I'd appreciate it if you'd like it, and maybe share it with other people, and look at some of my other videos, and maybe they'll help you too. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.